Hey everyone, I'm back, and I am so glad to be back. One of the first things that I want to do is I would just want to give a huge and humble thank you to our leaders, all of our key volunteers, everyone that stepped up, many who stepped up to take on more of their plate to make sure that the church continued to be the church, that New Life continued to operate and be the church, while I was given the extraordinary opportunity to have a 60-day sabbatical, which was desperately needed on my part. I am so incredibly grateful because for the last 27 years or so, I've truly dedicated my life to coming alongside and serving people and walking alongside them through all different situations in life. And this was one of those moments where I had to humble myself and allow individuals to serve me, which for my personality is extremely difficult, but it was desperately needed. And so it was a good humbling experience for me, as well as an opportunity to get myself into a much better space as we look to the future of the church. So that you're aware of what's happening right now, the leadership team planned a timeline and a structure so that in coming back, I ease back into the leadership role rather than just jumping fully back into the saddle. And again, I'm so grateful for that opportunity. So I've been working to maximize this time to just simply meet with people. I've been meeting with several of our leaders, others that are part of the church, and even people outside the church that God has just crossed my paths with them. And I'm just working right now to focus on having conversations to catch up to speed on what happened over the last really 10 weeks now, and to get a sense of what God has revealed in the hearts and minds of people. And as we look to the future, there's two big questions that I'm working to wrestle to the ground, and we'll be wrestling with our leaders. And that is, what do we want to be known for? And what are we known for? What do we want to be known for as a church? And what are we known for? And where's the gap? And for me, that gap, God is going to reveal what's next for us as a community as we continue to move forward. And I had a real defining moment this last weekend. I was holding one of our newborns. His name is Jordan. But as I was holding this newborn, God struck me fresh as I looked down at him as he was sleeping in my arms, just snuggled against my chest. And I thought, oh my gosh, what a huge responsibility. As a church, what are we doing for Jordan? What are we going to do for Jordan? What are we doing for his parents, for his siblings, as a church, as a community? And as I think about that, it just renewed my sense of what we do matters. And that has never changed, but it was an extraordinary moment where I just got intensely emotional thinking, oh my gosh, what a responsibility we have and what an opportunity we have as a church for this newborn, for the next generation. We have so many children per capita for our church. We have a huge responsibility and huge opportunity of what are we doing for them as a church, and what are we doing to lay the groundwork that this is the kind of church that as they get older and get into high school and get into college, that they would go, this is the kind of church we want to replicate in our generation, to build on, because we did our part to lay a solid foundation of a church that thinks outside the box, is making a difference in the lives of the people that are in our community and those that are outside in the city of Wichita, that we are for our city and for our people. So again, these are just some of what God has been doing on my heart and doing in my mind. And there's going to be a lot of conversations with the leadership team as we look to the future as a church of what do we want to be known for the people that are in our community, and what do we want to be known for in our city and in our community. And I'm so excited for you to be a part of that. So as the summer is moving forward, I'm so grateful. Many of you are taking vacations. You're on vacation right now. You've got some planned up. We've got planned. We've got so many people that are traveling. For us personally, many of you may not know this, but we actually sold our home last year. We actually had family reasons that we sold our home and to make a transition. We've been in a rental over the last year, and we thank God that it looks like we're in the home stretch. And by the end of the week, for sure, by the end of next week, we will have finally made this transition. We will be so glad to be settled into this new home of ours. And for those of you that don't know, we're very excited. We have our first grandchild is due outside of San Francisco, California, is due July 5th. So a few days before, a few days after, we are going to have our first grandchild. And then I think it's the 14th of July, we're going to go out for 6 days to spend some time with our children and with our new grandbaby. And so we are really excited about that. So I just wanted to share this because I felt like I owed you an extraordinary thank you for the opportunity that I was given, for the space and what we were able to do during this time of sabbatical to just refresh my relationship with God, refresh my heart, my mind, and my mental and spiritual health, to be able to connect with family and to be able to share with you what's going on. You know, I'm not just lounging around doing things, working to meet with key people and ease back into this, but not just start doing the same thing over and over again, but to come in with fresh eyes, to do some new and fresh things as a church community, and to give you an insight into what's going on in our personal lives, as we also are so excited to be able to share what's going on in your personal lives as well. So I just wanted you to know that I love you. I am for you. I'm for you and your families. I'm for the people that you care the most about in your life. And that as I look to the future, that we as a church, that defining what we want to be known for and what we are known for, and beginning to fill that gap as we see what God is going to do in and through our community. So I'm so grateful for you. Thanks for taking the time to listen to this. And if you have any questions, anything, don't filter yourself. If there's anything that you want to ask about the sabbatical, mental health, depression, the church, any of that, I'm an open book. So feel free to reach out, and I will be happy to just make time, have a conversation with you, meet up with you over the next few weeks. But until then, just know that I'm praying for you. I'm praying for us as a community, and I am truly excited for what God is doing and what He's got in store for us in the coming weeks and months to come. All right, I love you all, and we'll see you on Sunday.